I was never supposed to be a YouTuber. Ever since I was a kid though, my best subject was always art, and that continued throughout high school. I was never great at math and science especially, and my writing was okay, but art was my thing. I really loved painting, working with ceramics, drawing, and I even did some design class. And that all being said, I still wasn't the best or the most talented at those things, but I did well. Then going into university, I studied fine arts. Most of my focus was on painting, but I also did drawing and printmaking, and I even did a video art course. After a year of fine arts though, I was advised by my mother that I couldn't just study fine art, as there would be no jobs for me, and she suggested that I teach art. So I started doing my education degree. During the summers, I'd paint houses for work, and before I knew it, I had graduated. I was now qualified to be a high school teacher. The problem I then had was that I realized I didn't really enjoy being a teacher in the high school environment, as I had teaching placement during university. So instead of looking for a teaching job, I went back to painting houses. And you can imagine my Asian mom's disappointment when I did this. And since then, I've had a couple of different random jobs, and I even taught English in Japan for a year. At one point though, I started this YouTube channel in my spare time. And since then, it has now grown into a full-time business that I do for a living. So I guess I still ended up teaching, but just not in the traditional school sense. It was a risk and leap of faith to not do what I was supposed to do, but in the end, had I not done that, I wouldn't be here now talking to you amazing people, and I'm glad I did it. And to quote Steve Jobs, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future.